up, everybody? It's your boy WattWick here, back in Minecraft, and we are on a modded server. That's right. Welcome to the Cherry Bomb server, everybody. And yeah, we're back in Minecraft. Oh! You can see up my pants. That's awkward. Yep, let's get back in to F5 mode here. And yeah, so welcome everybody to the Cherry Bomb server. Brand new everything. Brand new, yeah, brand new mod pack, brand new series. All brought to you by the lovely folks over at Bottle Rocket Gaming. If you haven't checked out Bottle Rocket Gaming, I suggest that you do so. Fantastic group of people. Amazing mod pack that they've put together, and we are in the very beginning stages of developing what's going to be our spawn hub and spawn town. As you can see from the map in the upper right hand corner, we've done a little bit of the work to get these projects started, and let's just fly up here with our trusty jetpack and take a look at some stuff. So we'll take a quick tour. There's a wild tigrix down there working on his bank. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute. So like I said, everything's brand new. We are still very much in the beginning stages of development and you know, getting stuff laid out. And I'm going to fly up here a little bit away from those windmills because those windmills are loud. But there's a couple things that I built so far on here. Pretty much I've just been helping out with getting stuff laid out, and you know, particularly the roads that are going throughout the town. If we take a look at our map here, you can see just how big of an area we're going to be developing. So on this area here, so we're currently in what's called a canyon biome, and it's a large plateau that's about 150 or so meters up in the air, and we've got some development going on already. Up here is going to be the residential area. Down here is going to be what's called the hub area, where all the different kind of communal buildings are, and then down here is going to be industrial and things of that nature. And then over here in the desert, you can see there's been a lot of work going on down here in regards to flattening this out, and this is going to be the airport with this big structure here being the hangar. We'll go take a look at some of this stuff. BDA, who is another member on the server here, has been working on doing some lighthouses. He's started laying out the first one up here. There's going to be another one up here, I think, and then I think there's going to be a one down towards the bottom here somewhere else, possibly over here on this side. And yeah, we've got some really cool stuff going on. I'll zoom out just so you can kind of get a grasp of how big things are. Let's go take a look at some stuff. Kind of give you a little bit of a tour and show you around a little bit. So this is the first communal area that we have that we've been working on, and there is a snap skip down in the building here. But we have some power gen online, some very early farms and things like that of that nature over here on this side. So we've got a little tree farm here. We've got a squid farm that I built because we needed raw materials for the road, because we're using colored stone bricks and things like that. So basically what I have in here is I have 2 squids with a rancher from MFR piping into a chest. And then we take that and we come over here and we put those materials into here, and we have another chest coming up here with some bone meal, and we have some transfer nodes, into an auto crafting bench, and that is crafting our gray dye. So this is just a little setup that I did for getting those materials, and you know, we're using colored stone and also so colored stone gray and colored stone white for the roads here, and I'll kind of show you what we're doing. So we have the basic road. Down here we have the gutters, and that's essentially a slab with a cover on top, utilizing micro blocks, and then we have these slabs. If you look at the map, the stuff that's in black is all half slabs, and the stuff that's in white is all full blocks. I'm not sure why it's showing that difference between the two. I think it's just a visual glitch between full blocks and the half slabs. But yeah, so we've been furiously working on getting the roads laid out. Somebody's come in and done some work with carpenter's blocks on these collapsible edges, and it looks really good. And then we're going to be putting in some iron block covers for gutters and things like that. So there's a lot of detail that's going into the roads, and then we have the road lines as well, because we do have some car mods in this. I'm not sure what they are. I know Flans has some stuff in it, and then if we want to, we can, let's see, how do we get to our mod list? So in this mod pack we have all of these different mods, and I'm fairly new to modded. I mean, I've played a little bit of Technic way back when Technic was brand new, but there's so many different things in here that we can get into, and you know, I'm really excited to kind of go on that adventure with you guys and bring you guys along for that. So this is kind of farm area. You know, there's some basic machines and stuff that I've got set up. You know, we have some sag mills and auto disenchanters. What else do we have over here? Pulverizer, fluid transposer. So this is all kind of community stuff that has been put together. And then in here we've got a very small AE system. So this is all our communal stuff. And we've got a tinker smeltery in here with you know, some chests and things like that. This has all been changed over multiple times already. And then down here we've got a couple beds, and then in here we've got a small oreberry farm that I threw together. So essentially what this does is you have a oreberry bush, and you can see that just got harvested, and what it does is it auto crafts into ingots for copper, iron, and tin are all being auto crafted into ingots. And then over here we have aluminum and gold. Aluminum and gold can't be auto crafted into ingots, so we're essentially just pulling those into oreberry farm and then smelting those up into all the necessary components. Let's get rid of item subsets here, and we'll get our normal pick out, and I'll kind of show you how I put this together if you're not familiar. So we have, let's move some stuff around so we can see. So that's our output chest up there. So essentially we have a harvester in here with a 10 upgrade. So the 10 upgrade increases the radius the 10 upgrade increases the radius by 2. So instead of a 3x3, it will do a 5x5 or a 7x7 or an 8x8, just depending on the type of upgrade that you have in here. And so we have that upgrade in there, and essentially what it does is it pumps the items into this chest. So the raw ore berries get filtered into this chest, and that's just a buffer, and then we have a transfer node for items coming out into a crafting bench. And we have this auto crafting bench set up to craft iron ingots, and that goes into another transfer node coming out, pulling into our chest up here with our iron ingots. And we essentially have this same setup for, like I said, we have, I can't remember what this one is. This one's copper and tin and iron, all auto crafting. So it saves a ton of time and a ton of resources and effort having to kind of go back in and try to manually craft that stuff or smelt it up on your own. We don't have all of the resources yet to get some of that automation and things like that online. I mean, this is very basic level automation for things like that. Down here we have an enchanting area, we have some ender lily seeds growing, and I haven't seen this yet. So this looks like we have an igneous extruder making a smooth stone, going into that making compressed cobblestone, going to that making double compressed, going into that making triple compressed, and we have a ton of triple compressed cobblestone. Very nice. Not sure who put that together, but whoever did, thank you very much. And down here we have a mine area. I'm not going to go check that out. I mean, it's just a mine. Let's see here. Oh, let's see if we can sleep. Got our trusty sleeping bag. And let's see here. What else can we go take a look at? We've got Ty's bank over here. So he set up a bank, so we have universal coins installed as a mod. And if you come in here, you can use an ATM and get yourself a debit card and put your coins into the bank. He's done a really fantastic job in here. This is really cool. I mean, it reminds me of kind of those small town banks that feel very personable. So when you first walk in, you're hit with ATMs, which are extremely handy, and then you have the teller counters back here with some drawers to slide your wares back and forth. And he's working on some stuff upstairs. I'm not going to show that off. I know that he's showing off most of the stuff back here already, but I don't want to spoil anything for him. But in here we have personal safes, so like safety deposit boxes. And then back here we have the vault, which is really cool. He's got these coin stacks, and then these are all gold ingot stacks, and it just adds to the feel. I mean, it's really, really cool what he's done in here. We'll come up here and transition into BDA's lighthouse, which is really cool, really futuristic. BDA, I'm sorry if there's any spoilers here, but I gotta show this off. So these are all of the different blocks and things like that he's been testing out. There's so many cool blocks in the mod pack. You know, we have all these different chisel blocks, so he's been going through and testing out different things, and that's the base of what's going to be the lighthouse. And with the hang glider, you can't really get a view of it. But let's take a look at it from different angles. So he's using some carpenter's wedge slopes, and the shape of this thing is just really cool. It's really kind of futuristic looking, and he has a whole backstory as to why the lighthouses are here. Essentially, at one point, this big plateau that we're on was an island, and all of this stuff around us is desert. So the water has, over hundreds of thousands of years, has receded and been used up, and that's why we have lighthouses up here on the island, because once this was an island. And then this here is the Nature's Wrath apartment complex. So this is our ghetto apartment complex that Ty built. When I say ghetto, it was kind of meant to be a sleazy kind of outskirts of town motel apartment complex type thing, and so he's got all the different rooms set up, and we'll go in here and we'll take a look at apartment 4B, which is us, and we'll check out some of the stuff we've got online so far. So I've been busy, I've been testing out a lot of different mods like Ender.io and messing with mechanism and thermal expansion and all these different machines, and getting some stuff online. So we've got our charge pad here for our nano armor. So I had to build this because the nether is no joke. It's seriously, when you go in there, your cheeks pucker together, and it's no fun. So we have a way to charge up our armor without having to use like a bat box or anything like that. And then we also have a electrolytic separator, which is creating hydrogen for us for our armored jetpack. So I'm going to throw that in there real quick while we talk about these different machines. And actually, let me go in here and turn this down so you can hear what I'm saying. So we have some basic ore processing online utilizing the pulverizer. Can't throw that in there. This is kind of our raw materials chest, stuff that hasn't been processed yet. What can we throw in there? We'll throw some quartz in there. And so essentially what we do is we throw the quartz in here, and it's doubling our ore output. And in some cases we get quadrupling, tripling. It just depends on the type of ore that we throw in here. And then also sometimes we get a byproduct, so like with this other quartz we're getting sulfur as a byproduct, which is handy to have. We have some metallurgic infusers online. We've got a compressor online for making, specifically I needed that for getting these energy crystals that are part of the nanosuit. What else do we have? We have an induction smelter, an enrichment chamber, slice and splice for getting some mob farms online here in the future. We have an alloy smelter, and then I just got this online yesterday, and that's a basic smelting factory. So all of these machines, at least the Ender IO machines, have been upgraded. Where is our machines at? So if you come in here to upgrades, we have full energy, full speed boost, and I can show you kind of how fast this thing goes. If we throw a stack in here, it auto splits the stacks across the 3 different things, and yeah, it's super fast, super efficient way to smelt things up. And we'll go dump all of these other things here in just a minute. We have some other storage online in here, you know, different things that we've gathered over the past couple weeks that the server's been up. You know, we're still doing testing and things like that, making sure everything works. I know that a couple of the guys have said that the mod pack is being prepped for distribution into a public release. So that's some of the stuff that we've gathered so far. You know, so we've got dust and stuff online, and then what I do is I keep all of my stuff that I like to have handy, especially into 3 different golden bags of holding. And you know, that's just so we can quickly access stuff, you know, stuff that we use all the time, like redstone and iron and gold and diamonds and glowstone and different things that are required for different recipes. So we've got all of our core materials in here, so I named this bag core materials. We've got our technical stuff in here, you know, pipe and conduit, and we've got energy cubes and alloys, and so these are all of the windmills that I've been using with the filler out in the desert, so I can get remote power out there without having to use these energy cubes all the time and having to recharge those, which is a giant pain in the neck. And we've got all of our dusts and all of our alloys and things like that in here. And then we've got our mining bag, which is when we go mining we can throw all of the stuff that we have in there like that. So yeah, pretty cool little setup that I've got going in here. I'm really excited that we're going to be starting on residential areas this week, because I am quickly outgrowing this little apartment here. As you can see, I had to take out a piece of the wall to get my smelting factory in there, and I've actually had to, you know, switch out some of the machines. You know, I had an auto disenchanter set up. Oh man, that was not a good sound. I have no idea what that was or where it came from, but that was not fun. Yeah, all the guys here and all the ladies here on the server have apartments here, and really cool concept, really fun idea for when we're just starting out instead of everybody kind of branching off and doing their own thing. We've kind of been sticking together and you know, planning things out. Oh, and I forgot my jetpack. Actually, do I have it? So we'll go take a look real quick at the project that I'm starting on, is getting the town hall online and hashing out some of the details that we have for it. And yeah, this is kind of what we've got. So this is the kind of the palette that I've chosen for the build. We're using limestone as our base color with stone and andesite and possibly some of this black granite. I really like this black granite. I was going to use it a lot more, but I can't microblock it. So I'm going to need to find something similar to this that can be microblocked. And you can see we've done some resource gathering. And as a matter of fact, I need to put some of this stuff in my inventory away. And we've got... So I'm typically a very organized person. I like to have all of my stuff in my inventory laid out so I can get to it quick, and we'll just throw those in there. But yeah, we're using glass covers because unfortunately, so let's back up here a little bit. So this is the initial design that I've come up with. So we're utilizing a mixture of andesite for the side pillars and the base structure, as you can see here, and then we're utilizing some of these iron bars that have been chiseled, some chiseled leaves, and we have a bunch of micro blocks that are thrown up in here. You know, these cobblestone pillars, these cobblestone bricks, slabs, you know, some more strips, and then we've got the detail coming up in the strips, widening out, utilizing the pillars and the different micro blocks into a nice decoration around the edging here. And then we have in here, we have our limestone. We have this damaged limestone because we want this to kind of look like a old Victorian style from Europe. So if you're from Europe, I'm sure you've seen buildings that have this type of decoration, this type of structure. And yeah, so we're utilizing glass covers because when we go to chisel glass, and let's see here, where's our glass? I think it's down here. When you chisel glass, and this is something that I don't like at all, or I'm sorry, when you chisel glass panes, so let's make some panes real quick. 4, 5, 6. Let's make some glass panes. So when you chisel glass panes, wah, 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 these are the only options that you get. It drives me nuts. Like, there should be the same options for glass panes as there are for glass. Why is that not a thing? So we're using the modern iron fence glass, and then what we're doing is we're taking that and we're putting it into a crafting station with a saw, cutting it up into slabs, cutting it up into panels, and then cutting it up into covers. And that's what we're utilizing in our build here for the glass. And I really love the way this glass looks. I wish that we could get it to seat on the middle of the block. It did allow me to do one thing, and that was add in this detail with the posts, these micro block posts around the edging, and it really brought out the level of detail. So if you look at this from the side, you get that almost three-tiered. So there's one tier, there's two tiers, and there's three tiers until you hit the glass, and it just brings a level of depth into the build that you can't just get with regular blocks like you would in vanilla. And then the same thing goes around the side. I mean, you get this kind of tiered effect going on, and it just brings in, again, like I said, a level of depth that you just can't get with regular full blocks. And so yeah, that's kind of the base design for the window casements, and this is going to be the area that we're going to be building in. So let's fly up here and take a look at what we're doing. So this here is going to be the town hall area. So kind of, if you follow my cursor, this area up here is going to be the town hall, probably down to about here. Building's not going to be huge, but it's going to be fairly large. And then all of this out front here is going to be like a central park area. We're going to have trees and benches and bushes and water features and different things like that, and maybe a playground or something like that in here, because we have DecoCraft in here, so we can make all kinds of cool decoration stuff and throw that in there. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. It's kind of what we're doing. I just wanted to bring you on today and show you what's been going on, welcome you to the server, welcome you to the new series, and say hello, let you know Minecraft is back. It is modded Minecraft. Unfortunately, the vanilla series is stopped. The server that we were kind of playing on has been dismantled and gone the wayside. Unfortunately, I still have the world backed up in a single player world, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be picking that up or not. But for now, we're doing modded, and I'm really excited. I'm having a ton of fun in modded. There's just so many possibilities and so many things that you can do. I mean, just the window casement alone shows the level of detail that we can get into, and I'm really excited to get into some mods like Blood Magic and Thumbcraft, and just stuff that I've never played with. Get into a lot more technical stuff like AE and processing ores and mining and quarries, and every time I say something I'm smacking myself with a sword. Yeah, but anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you coming out. Again, if you're around on Saturday the 16th, we will be doing a jet stream. I'm going to try to put up a video when we go live and push out the link on Twitter and Google Plus and stuff like that, if you guys follow me on there. But thanks for watching. I appreciate your support. If you like the video, please hit the like button. It helps me out a lot and lets me know that you guys like the videos and want to see more. But I appreciate your time today, and have a good day. See ya.